So Big Peach Running Company, and some would say, well, gosh, you guys are just different. And I believe that is true, So when we think, well, being different is actually a compliment, I would also say that different is intended to be all-inclusive. And if there's something that's different about us, it's that everyone is welcome here. And for someone who's been intimidated by a fitness routine, or someone who perhaps has even failed at keeping that fitness routine in the past multiple times, we want that person to feel so welcome here. And that just makes us different. It's not something where you have to be an Olympic trials qualifier, or you have to be someone who just won your age group at last weekend's neighborhood 5K to feel like, yes, this is home. This is a place I can relate to. We want everybody to have that feeling. And I suppose if that makes us different, we'll take that as a compliment. So a lot of times people say, gosh, you guys are everywhere. You just seem to be everywhere in the community. And I think most oftentimes that's an indication perhaps of the number of races and special events that we partner with. And it's true, and it's equally as advantageous for our business to be in all those places. We also have things in the community. Yesterday we took a meeting with the Peachtree Creek Greenway in and around Brookhaven, which, similar to the Atlanta Beltline, is this awesome vision. To have the ability to perhaps support it and create some awareness for it is so cool. And then there are things that we get a chance to do. We've worked with city officials around a number of our stores where, they need to lean into what we've had the good fortune of learning in terms of, well, what do people want? What's going to get them out more often? What is going to get them to bring their sons and their daughters and people who are visiting out onto places that perhaps we didn't have a decade or two ago, and to have those conversations and to truly be involved in the fabric of what we call a pedestrian active lifestyle, and making sure that families and communities are more active tomorrow than what they were today. I mean, my goodness, does it get any better than that? So, you think about a small business and a local business, and there are challenges, having the dream job and the opportunity to work with your friends and to do what we do, which is taking a passion space like running and walking and fitness and working in it every day and calling it a business. Doesn't mean it doesn't come with challenges. We're here with world-class service. I believe that 100 out of 100 times we're going to win on service on anyone or any place that carries products similar to what we do. But we also recognize that we're not going to be the place that you can buy everything we carry for as cheap or as little or as less expensively as what you can elsewhere. And there are times where we've lost what we feel like is the opportunity to serve someone or to serve a group of people who have to also be fiscally responsible and have elected to go elsewhere. And they have that prerogative, and we're comfortable with that. But of course, it is frustrating when we can't say, yes, we're world-class in service. We've got an amazing selection. We spend a ton of money on connecting with the community, but we just can't price match every single time either. So that becomes a frustration and a little bit of a limitation. When people say, well, tell us about your customers, and customers being the lifeblood perhaps of most businesses. When I think about that and I think about our guests, I believe very strongly that our guests are people who absolutely appreciate service and things that are done in a manner that they feel like they're working with almost a concierge, someone who is going to meet their every need. Perhaps it's a question that they thought, well, I don't know if I would be comfortable asking this just everywhere, but I am here, and here's what's going on. Maybe, well, this product, it worked for me the last 3 versions. It didn't work this time. What should I do? It's like, bring it back. We'll take care of it. We're going to make sure you get everything that you need. So people who know that solutions are the end pursuit, and solutions that are going to work for them as an individual being what we do. So a lot of times, and perhaps you've already picked up on it, I almost cannot say the word customers and it comes out as guests. And people say, well, where did that come from, or what's the mindset behind that? And truly, when we opened and thinking about those days when we wondered if anybody would come in, we believed very much that they were doing us a favor. Everybody's most precious resource is their time. And if they were willing to come through our doors, even just to say, hey, welcome to the neighborhood, we're glad you're here, maybe sometime I'll stop back later, they were going to spend a minute or two with us, and we were going to be so mindful of that investment. And at that point, they just became our guests. If they were spending time with us, they were our guests because they could spend that time elsewhere, and we were so glad that they were here. I'm Mike Cosentino, founder of Big Peach Running Company.